Hey guys, and welcome to part 28 of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last part we went through Team Aqua's base and we failed to stop their evil doings and all that, but that's okay because now we're going to be giving chase to them. So what am I doing here? Okay, yeah, before I actually leave I'm going to go heal my Pokemon, and because I'm extremely lazy I'm going to just fly to Lily Cove City Gym. You know, saves us all a bit of time. Right, now with that done we can now finally give chase because Archie is apparently in a submarine and... Oh no, before we do that even, I'm going to quickly show off Lily Cove department store. I'm not going to show it all off just because it's pretty much the same as in any other generation. You know, you got a lotto ticket, which is only spelled with one T for some reason. I don't know why that is, I thought it was spelled with two T's. But if you go speak to her and you won your Pokemon ID matches and all that, you win some prizes, you know, it's all very nice. So that's a little extra thing you can do. But yeah, apart from that, this is pretty much exactly the same as any other department store that you can find, so... You know, don't think too much about actually coming here. So this is your basic mart, and I'm going to buy some max repels because, you know, just in case, you know. You can never really have too many max repels, you're always going to want to repel Pokemon at some point. And because I'm running low on hyper potions, I'm going to buy them, and you know, I don't think there's any point in buying max potions in this game. Well, going up to the Elite Four anyway, there's not... Hyper potions will heal your Pokemon fully anyway, most of the time, so that's all I'm actually going to see. There are other floors, there's more stuff you can get, there's a TM floor, there's a floor where you can get like Thunderstones and Firestones. You know, it's pretty much the same as any other generation, so don't worry too much about going that way. But now finally, now that I've healed my Pokemon, now that I've bought some more supplies, now we can finally leave and give chase to Archie. I'm not too sure what we intend to do, he's in a submarine, what's the plan here, but... Yeah, before there was Team Aqua and they had a load of Whalmers here, so you couldn't actually get through this bit if you wanted to, so... Now that Team Aqua's finally left, we can go through. And of course I'm going to use a max repel because... There's no reason for me to show off what sort of Pokemon you can catch. It's the same as every other water route, so... Yeah, it's just the same, it's nothing different. You know, Tentacles, Wingulls, that sort of thing. Now, I was a bit worried here because the more I play Pokemon games and the more I go through them, the more I don't like water routes. I mean, the Pokemon are just annoying to fight that you see because of how inconsistent the levels are. The trainer battles are the same because they're all just water Pokemon and they just take forever and they're just a bit boring. But this route, there actually isn't a big route at all, so I was a bit worried, like, oh god, I'm going to have to go for another water route and surf all the way through it. But no, actually, I think there's one other battle after this, and that's it, which is quite nice. And we actually saw Gyarados for the first time, which is kind of strange, we haven't seen one before. We've seen a lot of Magikarps, but no Gyaradoses. Right, I'm going to... Yeah, now that I remembered, as you may know, I got TM Thunderbolt from Watson a good few parts back, and now I'm going to use it and teach it to Marmite. I believe Marmite actually learns like Thunder or Thunderbolt or something if I leveled it up more, but I thought, you know, I don't really need to teach Thunderbolt to any other of my Pokemon, so I might as well teach Thunderbolt to Marmite now and have a lot better electric move, because Spark's pretty good, but Thunderbolt is a lot better. Yeah, so I did that while I remembered. Right, we have another trainer here, but if you beat my Pokemon I can serve as your pilot. That's plains, mate. This is water. If you said captain, then I would have been, oh, cool. But you're not a plane, mate. See, again, he just has a tentacle, and we've fought tons of these before. And I have Floss at the front because Floss is still pretty under-leveled, unfortunately. And so is Marmite now, but... Oh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Marmite's special attack is just so high, and Thunderbolt's such a powerful attack. It's just... And especially against Wingull, that is water and flying type, so it's 4 times effective. It didn't really stand any sort of a chance. But yeah, I believe that's all the batting we're going to be doing. There's not really that much to this route. There's this random island here, and there's probably a secret item hidden there, but I didn't bother to check. And strangely, you can actually find this house here. Hunter's house. Let's go in. I don't think it's that thing from the Spyro games. Yeah, some electric guy. I'm the awesome dude. Yeah, it sounds like me. So he's asking if you have any shards you can come to him and get stuff. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but and I won't ever return to this house again, I'm not going to lie to you, but if you have any red shards, if you found any, or if I find any in the future, I will return, give it to him. But that route isn't actually that big. If you come up here, this is actually where you have to go after you've, you know, gone to that city, Route 125, but we haven't gone to Mossdeep City yet, so let's first do that. And for some reason I use a rappel again. You know, I could have just gone onto walkable land, I just walked into the city, but no. So yeah, that route isn't that big, mostly because we just went through Team Magma's hideout and Team Aqua's hideout, so I think it'd be a bit harsh if then the game turned around and said, oh, now you have to do a whole route of trainers, because we already fought a stupid amount of trainers. If you talk to this guy here, he will say, I can teach you Dynamic Punch, and I said yes, just to see exactly what it was and all that. Only Kips can learn it, and maybe I should have taught it to Kips. You know, he does still have Tackle, so maybe it would have been a good idea to teach it, but the reason I didn't is because it was only 5, and Dynamic Punch, it's pretty decent, it's just not, you know, it can come in handy, it's just not essential, so I thought, screw it, I just won't do it. And I made that guy upset, but I don't care. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is actually an island again, but this is actually a proper island, you know. Cherish Pokemon. And I walked into this house because of how weird and unusual it was. But here's a feature of the game that I can't actually show off. You can actually play extra minigames, and I think they only added this to the Emerald version. I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong there, but yeah, in this generation of games there's these extra minigames you can play against other people, so in case you don't want to battle or anything like that, you can play these minigames. I don't think they were very popular because they never returned, but and of course I can't show them off because of the emulator, but yeah, so let's now go to the gym, do gym stuff. As that guy said, this is actually a psychic gym, and everyone should always dread a psychic gym because psychic types are really tricky to fight up against. Now, I don't really have any major problems fighting these trainers because most of these trainers are pretty simple, you know. They're not that high level, my Pokemon are pretty much the same level as them, I don't have any problems, but when we get to the gym leader, that's going to be a different story. So like that guy said, if fighting and poison types do nothing to it, psychic types really. Now the 3 types you're going to want, or sort of moves, you want Bug, Dark and Ghost. And why Psychic type is so annoying is because of how, you know, they're not very popular types to have, you know. The only Dark moves you're probably going to have is Bite and Crunch, and Ghost, I have Shadow Ball, the TM for that, so I'll probably be using that, but unless you caught a Ghost Pokemon, you probably won't have any more Ghost type moves. And then Bug type moves there's not that many good ones, you know, out there, so. But still, I didn't have too many problems with the trainers. They're quite good training and all that. You travelled a path of greatness. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, the gimmick of this gym, I actually really liked it. I thought this was really cool. And the more I play this game, the more I think the gyms and the gym designs are probably the best they ever have been in this game, you know. The 5th generation had like 3D kind of stuff going on, and Pearl had some alright puzzles, but overall they weren't amazing, some of them were quite irritating. And then the first one was a bit boring, 2nd generation was okay I guess, but yeah, I think this 3rd generation here has the best gym designs. In terms of like what you have to do and, you know, certain trainers you fight and the puzzles you have to do, because they're quite fun. I thought this was quite a good puzzle, I enjoyed it. But yes, we're going to take out these Pokemon. It's quite interesting, that bird thing there. I took out straight away, and it's quite weird because the gym we did before this was the Fortree City, which was Flying type, where one of the trainers had that Pokemon. And now we're in the Psychic Gym, and they have the exact same Pokemon. It's not that weird, but you know. So what you have to do, you hit the switch. And whatever colour that is, the colour of the panels will move around, so they can move, they can just keep going, so you keep hitting the switch, they'll keep moving. And what you can do is actually, if you hit the switch in a certain way, you can get into a double battle with these trainers, which I'd recommend doing. That's what I do with most of them. I actually messed up the very first one, as you've already seen, and I didn't manage to do a double battle with them, but any of the other ones I would definitely say make sure you do a double battle. It'd just be easier, you know, to share the XP and all that kind of stuff, and it saves you a lot of time, so that's pretty handy, really. But if you want, you can just hit the switch and you can just go up and talk to each trainer and just completely avoid double battles if you really don't like them. Again, another great feature about double battles, you don't have to do them if you don't want to. But that's these two people dead. So really what you're trying to do is hit these switches to clip, like, get a path for yourself. You know, you need to get through the gym, but stuff is in the way, so you need to hit these switches to move the stuff. And then also, as well as that, you can also hit those warp panels and you can warp to different areas. But what makes this gym particularly good is that it's not super simple. Like, you're not going to get stuck on it, but it's not really simple. It's not just like hit one switch and you've done it like Watson's gym was. It's actually, you have to go and do certain stuff and make sure it's all set up. So I thought it was really good. I really did like it. And I didn't have any trouble fighting these psychic Pokemon either, so overall I like this gym. Although the gym leader, that's a different story. If you played this game before, you know how notorious the gym leader is. But we'll get to that. And that guy's creepy. So let's just keep going. Right, so you actually have to come to this area first. Basically, if you want to know exactly what to do, just follow what I do. But the main thing that makes this gym, or this puzzle, a bit different is that you have to come here. You have to go on the right warp pad, come here, take on these trainers, and then you can actually have to do this. Or you can hit that warp pad and go that way. You have to hit that green switch to clear a path for yourself later on. So, although we're not going to head there straight away, we are, you know, we will eventually need to get there. Right, so clear a path for myself there, and instead of going right this time, I'm going to go left. This is the second to last room. I don't know, you might be able to avoid some of these trainer battles, probably. Like, if you just hit it in the right way, you might be able to just completely avoid some of them. Although I would definitely recommend fighting every single one of the trainers. You're going to need the XP. You're really going to need the XP. So, unless you like grinding off screen. So here's Spoint, who we've actually seen before. Gonna take that out, no real problems. Yeah, because Eric's actually, you know that Eric has strength, it's actually the move I use the most. I mean, the move I used the most with Eric was Headbutt before, so you know that I've replaced Headbutt with Strength, which is an even better move. I now just use Strength all the time, so. Again, Strength is a HM that is actually really good. Or I really like it anyway. I'm sure some people don't, but I think it's a good move. I like it. Right, so we have the blue switch, we need to hit this to go round, and then we can hit the orange switch. Because we need to go to that warp pad over there. But before doing that, this is actually going to be the last battle in this, or in the gym. So we're going to take on these two lovely ladies. But they don't have anything we haven't seen before. Although strangely they have a Meditite, which isn't that strange because I know Medicham is psychic type, is a fighting psychic type, and I'm guessing Meditite is as well, but yeah, it's a Pokemon we haven't seen in a while. And even though Eric and Floss are super injured, it's actually, you know, I have Floss. Floss is flying types. My team has gotten pretty beaten up going through this gym, but that's the last battle, so I don't have to worry about that. Again, you're not going to have any trouble with these with the trainers, and if you do, you should be worried. Like, really worried. Right, so I got a bit confused here, and sorry that I'm being an idiot. Pretty much, I was trying to get back to the right hand side just using this switch, because I completely forgot there was two blue switches. I just completely forgot that fact. So I was trying to make it possible so I could go down there, but then I could also go up and along using just this switch. And trust me, you can't do it. And then I was like, oh, there's a blue switch there, I'm an idiot. But that's all we really have to do, so in the next part we will take on this city's gym leader. So I've been HonestTom23, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!